So what you're looking at right now is a triple plague bearer shot. So you can achieve this with an Infernal Wish, which is what we're going to be talking about in today's short little video that we got going on. Now, I kind of want to been making a video on this shield for a minute now, but I haven't really had the right idea or found the right time to. But here we are today. So basically, I mostly started playing around with the shield after the EVGA had gotten its buff. And what I really was noticing is that the Infernal Wish combined with the EVGA is like actually insane. As you can see there, that's about 6 pellets. I mean, oh man, it's really hard to see, especially on YouTube. But my point is saying is that like the things with the EVGA is that the EVGA already splits its bullets at a certain distance, and then when you get the Infernal Wish, it's gonna split. They're gonna split even more, get even more. So you can go to like 2 to 6 to 12, really insanely with the EVGA. And if you combine this shield with, things like Two Fang, which have a chance to give you another projectile, or actually, I wonder if I still have this. Okay, so I found the anointment that I was looking for. Now, unfortunately, this is like only a super hypothetical. Who knows? Maybe this October, when the Bloody Harvest events returns, we could actually get this anointment to come back. This anointment, obviously, as you can see, while terrified, you have a chance to fire an extra projectile per shot. The more terror you have, the higher the bonus. If you could roll this anointment on any rocket launcher or the EVGA, you would get another projectile, and for the EVGA, it would split again. You could probably get the EVGA up to like, what, 18 pellets at that point, almost turning into a shotgun. That's freaking gross. And then you put that on something like the Plague Bear, or if you could get, to be fair, that's a real pain in the butt to roll that type of anointment on like one of those weapons. Rolling terror weapons, rolling terror anointments for like non-Halloween weapons can be a little bit tricky, as you have to get them from the ghosts and stuff like that. But my point being, now that we have something like the Infernal Wish, you could combine that shield. You can combine it with this anointment. You combine it with Two Fang. You're already shooting the additional shot. You're going to be having 3 other ways to get extra projectiles, which obviously, when extra projectiles, most people know this, is they are very, very good for low pellet weapons. For instance, assault rifles are put in that class because they are generally ×1, ×2. Rocket launchers are the biggest component. Depending on the type of, the pistol could be depending on your type of pistol. Could be cool. But for certain things like the Maggie and a certainly rolled Lucky 7, extra projectiles aren't all that insane. On some of these SMGs though, yeah, getting an extra projectile would be insane. Like having almost a ×1 be a ×2 with that bigger mag size and stuff like that. You'll be oh man, yeah, you'll be chilling for sure. You'll be doing lots of crazy shit. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do just for fun enough the video and stuff like that. We're just gonna go run through a takedown using a bunch of rocket launchers on flag. See, we're just gonna be creating quite the amount of extra projectiles with the Infernal Wish, with our nice Two Fang and all that good stuff. We're gonna try to run a rocket build, see how that goes, see if that goes terribly wrong. But yeah, let's just go ahead and head on over. Now, of course, the one thing to note about the Infernal Wish is it does cause a self-combustion, which will apply fire to you. And in some situations, that can be a little bit tricky for sure. Especially if you are going to be running this on flak, where you don't have that amazing of shield sustainability unless you want to go in the purple tree. Me personally, though, big dog, I ain't going to cap to you. I don't really go in the purple tree hardly ever, unless I'm doing a very niche style build. For the most part, nah, big dog. I'm sick with my red, my blue, my green trees. Thank you very much. Just you don't get any gun damage from the goddamn purple tree. You don't get hardly any damage buffs, which is kind of lame. No cap. I'm just saying. Alright, so yeah, we're here. We're at the bridge side of things. Consistently, basically, you gotta look at it like this, dude. I know, for some new people, extra projectile might not sound all that initial like initially impressive, and for some situations it's not. Like for shotguns, nah. An extra pellet on like a max pellet stagecoach, it really isn't all going to be all that useful. I mean, maybe a little bit on like a Hellwalker because it's only at 10. And it's not like at like anything north of 16. For the most part, you're going to get more bang for your buck from like consecutive hits or like ASCs if you're using like a Maggie or some stuff like that, or like a Masher. Now, I will say, like, maybe, like, a Clairvoyance Masher, yeah, because, like, the Clairvoyance Masher is only at 4, so having an extra projectile could be even more useful for that than others. But I will say, bar none, the Becca gets the most bang for your buck for extra projectiles when we're talking assault rifles, for sure, dude. And then, obviously, you have your rocket launchers, which definitely get the biggest buff, because, obviously, rocket launchers, you get the least amount of ammo, they're slower. But since we're consistently basically have a ×2 Plague Bearer out at all times, we literally double our damage, which, I mean, if you know the Plague Bearer, like, the Plague Bearer is already good in itself, let alone you give it extra projectiles, it's going to be even more cracked out. And we're not even using this thing on Mo's with, like, insane splash of death. We're not even using URAD or anything. We're literally goofing around with a flak build, with a rocket launcher flak build. So, yeah. What's up, Wotan? How you doing, my G? Going the distance, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I said this earlier, but almost all of these rockets, except for the kick charger, they all have 200 splash. That's kind of why I'm using rack, because I really wanted to just have like the 200% splash up at all times with our guaranteed ×2, potentially ×3 Plague Bear that we got in our hands here. Come on, sneak in there. Oh, crud. Okay, Mr. Chew. I mean, you're not Mr. Chew. Roadless. Wait, what happened? Wait, where'd the top half go? What happened to the top half? Guess he's not built for the Infernal Wish, big dog. I guess it's just the way it is. I don't know what happened. He just like, I turned around and Legendary just popped up. Like, no cap. And you're done, so. Yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on the Infernal Wish down below. I want to know. Honestly, I felt like this was a really good shield that they added recently, for obvious reasons. Honestly, dude, DLC 6, they added some really, really cool gear. Honestly, the vault cards are also a really, really good idea and everything, for sure. So I will run through the setup real quick if anybody gives a rip about it. Just threw this together real quick. I gotta get that nice two-fang. I also did just throw the Bounty Hunter on. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Bounty Hunter can actually be pretty decent for mobbing, and obviously it's really good for bossing against, like, you know, Wotan, stuff like that. If you had like a Cosmic Stalker, or maybe a decent stack bot, or honestly for this setup, a Deadeye would be really good too as well. I love the Pearl. Then we have our Batos Hunter Seeker, Corrosive AC, and then obviously the Infernal Wish itself, giving that extra projectile. This is important to note that it's only when the Infernal Wish only activates whenever your shield is not depleted. So do keep that in mind. If you're on like Bloodletter modes, it'll be very easy to make sure you have guaranteed ×2 shots coming out at all times, which is actually pretty easy to, you know, set up with our URAD rocket setup, because, you know, Mo's is built like that. Anyways, though, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on Infernal Wish down below. And yeah, my name's Kree. Hope y'all enjoyed. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.